Classic Truck Rescue. Anyone that's been watching our videos for a really long time knows Jamie and I went to a vineyard that was being closed down, and they were going to level the whole property, and they had removed all the posts for the vines, and we bought them. We got almost 1,000 poles, and we got them for 50 cents a piece, so we grabbed all of them we could. But we've had something of a fencing emergency with Jet recently, and we don't want him getting out on the road, which he's done, and someone getting hurt driving by, or him getting hurt. So I got off my butt today and drilled about 40 holes, and what we're doing is we're putting 3 posts in a hole, a short one in the center, and then we'll put horizontal pieces across all the center ones, and then we'll put another short piece in there and have 2 rails on this, and then we'll trim the tops all off to the same size. Probably should have filmed this today. It was a lot of work, but this is the fence. This is where our main driveway is going to go up to the road, so this will actually be the driveway right here, and then we've already got a culvert and gravel over there. We still need to build it up some more, but kind of had to put Jet's fencing on the fast track because he's got to stay in there and not get hurt and not hurt anyone else. So Jamie and I are just going along now and filling the holes back in, straightening the poles up. We'll come back later and put a little gravel on top too, and level them as we pack them in. Anyway, it's gonna be a cool fence. I'll get a shot of it when I'm done. Are you happy, honey? You likey? All right, we're gonna finish this up before it gets dark. Basically just trying to get all the holes filled in with posts tonight, and just something in there, you know, a little gravel and on the bottom to absorb the water, and get the holes filled so that Jet doesn't fall in and break a leg, or any of our deer friends. Well, I've got all my posts in and the holes back filled. We haven't packed them in yet. We're gonna put some more gravel on top, and then start putting horizontal pieces in. And but right now I'm gonna go down the whole line with the bucket of my tractor and just tap those long holes a little bit, just to get them a little more secure. And then we're gonna level them all up, bring a level out here, and when we pack them in, we'll use a level on them to make sure they're straight and plumb. Yes, I did get that message. And it's gonna be a nice fence, I think. We'll put you guys over here while I go to work. Okay, so I've got all my posts tamped in there. We still got to pack in the bases, but now what I'm going to do is go down the line and pound these guys in with a sledgehammer and start putting my horizontal braces up. That one looks awful funny. This one had a lot of rock in it, so I'll have to pull it together. When I get these assembled, I'm going to put wire. We went and got 2 big rolls of baling wire, and we're going to put that around the whole assembly. It'll make, yeah, it's inexpensive, but fencing is expensive, and I believe this will be a good, durable fence for holding Jet in. And we'll make another one. We have enough materials left to make an identical one over on, so this is the driveway, and that right there's power right there. We also got power down here, but the pole snapped off. And this will be the main driveway coming in, and we'll have a fence like this one over here on this one, and we'll have the cows over here and Jet over there, and probably not any other horses, because one's enough. They're not like Lay's potato chips for me. Anyway, I'll be back. I need 69 7-foot pieces for the horizontal pieces that go that way. And I've been cutting stuff on my skill saw over there, and you have to make 2 passes, so I thought, heck, I'll just mark them all at 7 foot and use that thing right there. Save a lot of time. Do 3 stacks of 23 and I'm done. Annie, you want to get up in there while Daddy does his chainsawing? Good girl. That was a lot easier. I'd still be over there for another hour with the skill saw. So this is the part where I start needing these 7-foot sections. And 7 foot's just a rough estimate because I kind of left them hanging over on both ends. We're going for the old Western look on some of the stuff that we build out here. Mainly, to be honest, because it's a lot cheaper to be able to use materials like this, and they're easy to find. And Jamie and I both like the look of the old wood, and she likes oiling this stuff up, which she's going to do. And yeah, I know if I'd have treated the posts before I put them in, they'd last another 20 years and all that, but we just don't have the time. This is kind of an emergency fencing situation because Jet has gotten out and actually been on the road. He can get right out up there, and we don't want anyone driving by to get in an accident and get hurt, and we don't want Jet to get hurt. So just got to get this done. This is like day 3 on this project, and I think we might actually be trying to get it done on day 3 because I got other stuff that's more pressing that I need to get back to. So but I got a good selection there, and I'm just gonna, and also I'm just having to kind of adjust those center posts that they rest on as I go, and try to keep them where the posts themselves are level, because our pasture does roll up and down here. So, but I think it'll look pretty good, and it'll do its job. just ran into a problem that I was kind of figured I was going to run into, which is on these hills right here where there's elevation there. I'm trying to keep these, I'm actually using a level. Well, you can't see it, but I'm using a level to keep my horizontal posts level. But right here, that's too much of a jump. So I'm gonna have to take my chainsaw and stick it right in here, just the tip, to lower those down. And then I can stack them as I go down like this, where you have it on top on the right and on the bottom on the left, on top on the right, on the bottom on the left, and it kind of climbs the hill itself that way. So let's see how that works. So the way I get these horizontal pieces to climb is I put it where it's level, mark that post with my chalk, and then top it right there. Works for me. Worked into the wee hours of the night last night, putting my horizontal pieces in, and I think I got about half of it done. Moved all my tools into the river rat so they can stay dry this winter. Plus I'm going to go ahead and sell that Ford F100. I think it looks pretty good for what it is. Yeah, once it's all done, I think that's going to look real nice. Yep. So that's what you can make out of a bunch of old posts from a vineyard. And when I get done, I'll go and trim the tops off all the way down, but I want them to be the same. I want them to stick up above that top horizontal piece the same amount all the way down, and then it'll just kind of roll with the property up and down the hills, and I think it looks pretty good. Jamie likes it. Keeps Jet safe. That's all that really matters. That worked out really good, cutting all the horizontal pieces at one time on the front of my old Kubota over there. Anyway, we finally been putting these fence posts to use. We bought a lot of them when we bought them, but we had a 911. No, Anna, come on. There's critters under there. Come on, come on. We finally had to put a better fence up for Jet because he was getting out and actually on the road a couple of times. So what I've been doing is I went and dug myself about 40 holes, 2.5, 3 foot deep. I can't remember what, but they're pretty deep. And I put 2 big poles in each hole and then a short one in the center. And then I put those horizontal pieces in, and I kind of stacked them accordingly to make it flow with the dips in the pasture. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking these little, I believe they're 18 or 20 inch pieces. I'm getting ready to cut 34 of them up because that's how many I need. And these go in between here, and that all gets tightened together. It gets wired together and sucks up real tight. So we'll put those in next, and then another set of these horizontal ones, and I'm hoping to get this knocked out today because I need to get back to work on that. I am kind of glad I've had a little time and a few rains after getting my poles in to let them settle and everything, but it's definitely time to get going on that. I've got all my trusses stacked up over there close to the building, and I've got both of the crane trucks working really well and all of their attachments working well. Old Glory's lighting up at night by himself, and I'm gonna get on this fence. Going to run along the fence line and toss one out where it goes. Jet's over there playing with one of his buddies. Been doing a little work on the driveway. Where I got electricity coming up. Come on, stay by Dad. So I laid them all out where I could see where I had bigger ones, or some of them are slightly longer. You know, this isn't an exact science, this fence. But, hey, Anna! Stay by Dad. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. You stay by Dad. Be good. Okay? I'm going to go stick all these in. So, like I was saying, I come along here. See, that one looks like it'd take a real skinny one. So, I look along here. Here's a pretty skinny one. And, they won't stay up yet because we got to wire these in. But I can tell that when I squeeze these posts together, that'll be about the right size there. So I just set it like that until we come back through and wire them in. And I look at the next one. And sometimes it's hard to do this without two hands, but these holes are going to compress together like that. Anyway, I'll be back. I can't film this part, really. I'll come back when we got those secured and all installed, and we're laying the final pieces across the top. Then when I'm done, I'm going to take my chainsaw and come along the whole top and cut the tops off. Classic truck rescue. Hopefully this is the last day of the fence building. I did this about a week ago, and then, as seems to be the trend lately, every time I get ready to go back to work on my building, which, yeah, that's all I've got done is my posts up, something happens that requires my attention, and I end up having to do something else. So I'm going to try to finish this up today. Jamie's going to give me a hand, and this is silly girl.
No.
Jamie's going to give me a hand. But this has been holding Jet in real good. I'm going to call this my John Wayne fence. What do you think, honey?
Yeah.
And my John Wayne fence. And I've already described how to build it, but I'll give you a shot of it when it's all done, hopefully today. And Annabella, come on. Come on. That dog is fast. And we'll come back when it's all done and show you what it looks like. But it's been doing a good job of holding Jet in just like it is. Did I speak too soon?
No, he's over there.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Jet's got a lot more room now, and he hasn't been getting out. We were worried about someone getting hurt running into him, or him getting hurt, because he was going up there on the road. But no more of that. Sometimes you got to take a break and reprioritize. I'll be back when this is done. So I'm actually just finishing up the video on our fence project. We've been trying to show people how to make an inexpensive yet secure fence. We bought about 1,000 of these vineyard posts from a vineyard that was getting ready to be flattened, and they pulled all the posts out and sold a lot of stuff for reclaiming. Jamie and I made a few loads out there and got 1,000 of these posts. Anyway, I noticed there was one crucial part of the video missing. So what we did is we assembled all of our vertical and horizontal pieces, but before we wired them in, we put a strap, just a regular cargo strap that I cut short, around the tops of them before we cut them off. And what you do then is you just suck it together, and some of these were really wide apart. But you hold them like that, and then you wire them together, and we just use this, it's like $4 at the feed store or baling wire, and run it around there. That's going to make it easier to repair down the road because you can just snip the wire out, do the same thing after you make your repairs and put it back together. But after you get it all wired up, then you pop this off, and it's got it kind of compressed so it actually takes out the slack in the wire. And then the final thing that we did, which we're not finished doing because my chain came off my chainsaw, but you can go show them, honey. We cut the tops off the post level down there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like I said, we finished the fence a long time ago, but you'll also see some videos of a couple of trucks that we went and rescued over the summer, and some other footage from things that we've done over the summer and early fall that we haven't had time to upload yet. We were still doing the fence before we found out that we had to move our RV and sell a bunch of our trucks and everything. I want to thank everybody that has helped us with the donations to go rescue Slinky. I'll include the link at the end. We're trying to get Slinky home from California before the snow hits the passes, and just want to thank everyone again. Peace out. Hi, bird. Friendly bird. You're a friendly bird. This bird always hangs out with us when we sit outside at the table over there. And sometimes he comes right up to us. I don't know if it's always the same bird, but I hope it is. Well, I guess it's good either way. Either it's the same bird and he's really friendly, or those kind of birds are friendly. And we got a bunch of them that act that way. He's pretty cool though. Jamie calls him Bird.
It's a red racer.
She's so funny.
Look what I got, Annabella. Look what I got. Annabella, you want the snake? Look,
Oh, please don't feed her the snake. She will get it. Oh! No! 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 Leave it alone. No! Annabella! Come on! Come on! Come on, little girl! Come on! That's a good girl.